Hi, everybody. Oh, look how beautiful everybody is. It's Monday, the 12th of January, and this is Watch Me Work. And we've been doing this show for over 15 years. We gather together, we work side by side or together. And if any of you saw the episode where we had Neil deGrasse Tyson as one of our guests, he explained to me that we weren't working together, or we weren't working together at all. But now that he's not here, we work together and on our own projects for 20 minutes. And then after the 20 minutes time, we talk shop. We talk about your creative process. And while we don't have time for you to actually share your work, we do have plenty of time to talk shop. And I just love talking about your creative process. So that's basically what we do every week. And along the way, a lot of people are getting work done, including me. So, yay. So, if you have a question about your work and your creative process when the 20-minute time is up, HowlRound is going to tell you. Emily, thank you so much for helping us today. Yay. Uh-oh, you're muted. Uh-oh. Yes, it says mute on your thing. Am I in charge of something? Ask to unmute. Mm-mm. No. We can't hear you. Hmm. Yes, you have to unmute. No, you can't. You don't know. You don't have an unmute thingy on your computer. Uh oh. Hmm. Hmm. I know. How about that? No. No. There's nothing. Okay. I don't know. I know. Okay. Well. I'm guessing you all can hear me. Is that correct? Okay. Okay. And okay, let's see. Rona, could you just so we can try to see if this actually works? Could you try to unmute yourself and see if we can hear you? No, no. Okay. All right. Well, like I was saying, how about Lauren? Could you unmute yourself and see if we can hear you? You can't unmute yourself. Okay, hold on. Okay. Um, what we're going to do is we're going to work for 20 minutes. And my work today will be maybe Emily, you and I can. It says host isn't allowing anyone to unmute. I do not believe I am the host. Am I? I am the host? Interesting. Okay. Okay, we're going to work for 20 minutes and then we're going to figure out the thing. And if push comes to shove, We'll do it via the chat. Okay? All right, everybody. So let's do the timer. Start working. And Emily, you and I can spend this time working. Love you all so much. Here we go. Hmm. Okay. Emily, maybe try holding Shift Command A. Might that help? Okay.
Is my voice coming through here? Sorry, everyone. I'm out of practice. Sorry to disturb. I'm covering for Amrita and Zoe.
You're
Thank you.
perfect and we love you.
Thank you.
So there. Wow. Boom. Okay. Yay. Okay. All right. Yay, Emily.
Yes, all right. I appreciate everyone's grace and patience. I think you guys are more familiar with how this process works than I do. I'm a little out of practice,
Yeah.
but raise your hands if you have questions and I will unmute and call your name. And I will go by the order in which I see
Brilliant.
hands being raised.
That's exactly everything you said was perfect. Yes. And some people raise their hands like they wave.
Okay, I
Or
saw
Kimmy, were you
Kimmy. If you
waving?
I see Kimmy waving. Let me unmute, but if you want to raise your hand with the reaction within Zoom, I'll be able to see it in a list, but we'll work together and we'll get through this. All right.
Brilliant words. Beautifully said. Yeah, Kimmy, are you going to mute yourself? Yes. Hey. How you doing?
Hi, I was just saying hi.
Oh, you just said, okay, hi.
Hi, love you.
I love you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay. Hey, Carol. I know Carol's saying hi too. Okay. Hey, Carol. Happy New Year.
Lauren,
So,
I think you're unmuted.
It's my, oh, I thought I was on yet. Okay. Hello. Hi, everybody. My question is about the process. How important is reading plays and going to see plays in this process? Other people's work. And
are
how
you
do you
writing a play?
how
Are you
did
writing a
that
play?
influence your work?
Are you writing a play?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh
Well,
God, yeah.
because this is like creativity. So you could be, you could be building a boat for all we know.
Right, right, right.
How
I
important is it to see other people's boats if you're building a boat?
Well, yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you learn how to cook. You watch your mom.
Or whoever's cooking in your house,
Oh,
or
right. Could be
sometimes your
your dad, right?
dad,
Right. My father
or your
cooked. That's
auntie, or
true.
yeah, right. You watch people. Sure, sure. Yes, I think it's important to go and see other people's plays. I think the reason why I think it's important to go and see other people's work is because I think it's important to support other members of the community. So it's not like some people go, "Oh my God, I have to see someone's how they did it because I don't know how to do it," and they said they get into all that. I think it's important just to be out there and go and support other people's work and sit in the audience and cheer other people on. So I think
Right,
to me, that's the most important reason why I would go and see a show,
right.
someone else's play, or to read someone else's novel or just listen to someone else's music, to support fellow artists.
Yeah.
Um, so, yes, it's like research though. You don't want to be running around going out every single night because I have to see things and because I don't know what I'm doing unless I see other
Yeah,
people's work.
right, right.
You don't want to go there. So, moderation.
No, because then you're not home writing,
Exactly. And
doing
like
your
I said,
stuff.
yeah, like I said to a friend yesterday, there are only so many things that you can unsee.
Okay.
So, be careful what you put in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
read widely, go to see other people's shows and yeah.
I don't go to a lot of movies. I used to be,
Do you
years ago.
write a lot of movies?
Yeah, I don't, the
Okay.
screenplay format, I'm still like kind of, in my brain is still connecting with it, but anyway. But I have a recommendation. I would recommend that you see Song Blue. It is a very quietly affecting movie. I think I know why. I won't go into it. We don't have time.
Okay.
But it's very, very good.
Okay, put it in the chat. Right, if you can click
Okay.
it in the chat so we can
Okay.
all
Yeah, good
see it.
idea. Okay.
That's amazing. Okay.
All right. Ooh. All right. I have Heather.
Hello.
Hey Heather. Hey Heather, how's
Hello.
it going?
It's going really well. I wanted to thank you and watch me work because it's helped me so much. When I didn't know that this existed until like September. I wish I had known because it
Oh,
would have helped so much.
wow.
Um,
Yay.
but I think in September when I started, I was like halfway through a first draft of a big adaptation, and now I finished the third draft. And it's being used in schools in India England, the US, and it will start in Australia next month.
You go, girl. That is amazing. That is congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Wow.
So
Wow,
I
that's
still
really,
have,
really great.
yeah, no, it's been enormously helpful. And the only reason why I wasn't here for the last couple of weeks is I didn't know, I guess somehow I didn't get the emails, or I didn't know where to look to see where this, you have to sign up or something.
Oh,
But anyway, I'm back. I figured it out.
okay. Well, great, Heather. Let's why that's kind of a question. Let's see if I can get this right. Public Theater website. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. The Public Theater has a website. It says "Watch Me Work," and you can sign up through that. You sign up like a day in advance, and then you get an email, which is an invite or a link. Is that correct? Most people. Okay. Okay. No,
Yeah,
that's okay.
I went and I saw that they had the list of the next several dates, so I registered for those so that I get the link. Yeah, so I'm good now.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And please, everybody, spread the word. I hear so often people go, "Oh my God, you're doing that for people or
Oh
with
my gosh,
people,"
it's amazing.
And I'm like, "Yeah, come on, and we can talk about your writing." Because a lot of people stop me on the street and want to talk about their writing or their creative projects, and I'm like, I don't have time today, but I do have time right here, and it's so fun because it's such a great community. Yay! Congratulations, Heather. That's fantastic.
Thank you. So my question is, obviously, it's at a point now where it can be used in schools, but that doesn't mean that it's finished. But you know what I mean? I still want to take it a few rounds more.
Wow. Okay.
Um, so I want to look, there's 61 scenes in this thing
Okay.
because it's a faithful adaptation
Okay.
of a Jane Austen.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Um, so so now what I'm doing is every day I'm looking at one scene because I
Okay.
don't have a gazillion hours anymore
Right.
for,
Right.
so
Right.
I'm just looking at one scene.
Right.
Um,
Right.
do you have, and I think we talked like several,
Yeah.
like months ago at this point about the difference between like, looking at the architecture of the piece versus looking at the fine work,
Mm-hmm.
the fine detailed work. I guess at this point I'm looking at the fine detailed work because it's all done.
Okay. Good.
Um,
Great.
but now I'm just sort of finessing and hopefully not perfecting is the wrong word, but I don't know if polishing is the right word, refining,
Sure. Refining.
enhancing. Um, if you have any suggestions or thoughts about that kind of work, like where I'm just going to do like an hour per scene a day,
Great.
just
Great.
one scene.
Great. That. I love how you sort of organize your work schedule. I don't have a lot of time, but I want to do this, and I'm going to focus on one scene per day for an hour. That's fantastic. What do you think about? Now, these are questions because you've done so much work already on it, and so
Mhm.
much great work already on it. What do you think about reading it aloud? Would that be
Yeah,
pleasurable? Reading it aloud, maybe adding things like standing up and reading it aloud. You
yeah,
stand so again, it's not to get you out of your comfort zone or anything like that. It's just to activate your body in some way. So you're going to stand, read it aloud. Since it's only one scene, it's not like you're reading, all the scene. Stand, read it aloud, and anytime um, you feel a little like not snag. What does that mean? Like a little pull, like yeah, or
false
like
note.
that. Just like circle it or put a little check mark in the just circle the places where it pulls a little bit. Not like tug at your heartstrings. Not that. I'm not talking about that's a good
Mhm.
thing. I'm talking about anytime it catches. It's not, you know, right? Just circle it. And then after you've read it aloud, the whole scene aloud, and you circle the places where it snags or catches, then you go back and look at those parts.
Okay.
You go, why does this like not smooth? Yeah. Was I not interesting enough with language? Was I too interesting with language? Did I like connect the part where if that's supposed to go like boom boom? Did I set it up right? Do I need to add another sentence or two, or cut the whole thing all together? Is it too many interesting beats?
Yeah.
Those kinds of things. Whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, it's fun. Ooh,
And then
rewriting.
my second
Yes.
question
Yes.
is um that I have this sort of parallel project that's sort of
Yes.
inspired by the work I've been doing, but is a
Yes.
completely different project.
Yes.
And I really love it. And I know I asked a question about this before about like, how can I do it when I don't have any time to do it? And you said,
Ah.
well, spend like 15 minutes a day, you know.
Yeah.
Um, I'm finding it so difficult to do that.
Okay. Because you find it difficult to spend a little bit of time on it because.
I think the headspace I need to be in, the headspace that I was in when I was really working on it was a very a particular mood and mentality, and I it's
Mhm.
set in Bath, and I was just in Bath for a month, and now
Ooh.
I've not been in Bath for a month. So I mean, I still have Bath in my memory, but it's not quite, you know what I mean? I'm sort of somehow a little bit removed from it. I can't get back into it on demand, you know?
Mhm.
I think there was a kind of like associative free, not free association. I wouldn't go that far, but like
Mhm.
the part of my imagination that I was using to write that, I have difficulty now just
Mhm.
getting
Are
into.
did Bath uh smell is there any sensory
Hmm.
like did you bring any souvenirs home?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nothing you love. Did
I'm not so much. I definitely have sense memories of Bath.
okay. Well, it's a tricky thing because when we have sort of what I would call like our more ideal work situations, right? You know, like it sounded like you had for a while, and you were getting a lot of work done. It was really rich and supportive and
Hmm.
all that. And now you're in what might be called a less than ideal work situation. And this is where you become a professional.
Hmm.
This is where you go like, you know, it's a part of the movie where you're like, I mean, this would be my version of the movie. You have your own Bass related version, but you'd be like, okay, this is where you show what you got, Heather. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, I mean, I'm not saying get violent with it. I'm just saying, like, here's where you show your mettle. You don't
Yeah.
need it to be cushy. Come on. You've done this whole adaptation, beautiful, faithful adaptation of a Jane Austen novel. It's been performed all over the place. You can do stuff. So we start with, or not start with, but we incorporate self talk.
Hmm.
So instead of saying like, I don't have any time, can't, you know, a list of like reasons and sort of like, man, like I can't do it, right? Say I can do this.
Okay.
Even if I inch forward 15 minutes, if 15 minutes is all I have, that's going to be good enough. Do you take? I can't tell where do you take the subway to work? Do you ride a scooter? What do you why don't you have any time? You have a long commute? What do you drive?
No, now I'm in other places. Like I do programs for schools, so I have to go to the schools, but only this now I only go 2 days a week for the next 2 months. So I'm actually in a good place. But when I go at this point in Uber because it's just so far.
Okay,
So I
okay.
could work in Uber.
You could work
Um,
in Uber. You could. How? When can you get up a little earlier? Can
mhm.
you? I
Yeah, I
mean,
can.
do you have also these things? I'm going to show you really high tech, high performance a device here that works amazing well. And it's so high tech, and my desk is such a mess that I can only find one of them. Do you recognize what it is? It's not a pill.
Is it a
It's an
timer?
earplug. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yes,
Oh my
yes.
God. So I only have one of them here. I can't find the other one because my cat probably ate it. But the thing is, I live in a very, very noisy neighborhood. And someone might say, "Oh my God, I need a quiet place where I can compose my beautiful writing." Eh, I'm a pro. I got earplugs. Not they don't have music. You know, they don't pipe in music. They just pipe in the sound of my head, which is like
Hmm.
earplugs are great. They put you in a very quiet space.
Hmm.
Set your timer, 15 minutes. Put in your earplugs and tell yourself, come on, if I only have a little bit of time to do work on it every day, I'm going to devote that little bit of time to working on it. And it's like compounded interest in the bank. Do you have a banking account? So, you put in a little bit every so often, right? And
Mhm.
it accumulates. And that's what you're going to do.
Okay.
Really watch what you're saying to yourself about your process, because
Okay.
that's where the game is often won or lost. Okay? Congratulations. Well done. You're doing great. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with you. Spread the word, people.
All
We're getting
right.
shit done.
Thank you, Heather. We now have Delisa. Let me unmute you. There we go.
Thank
Yay.
you so
Well
much.
done.
Hi, Happy New
Hi.
Year, everyone.
Hi. Happy New
Um,
Year.
it's Delissa.
My
But
apologies.
that's okay. No worries. No worries. You don't know if you don't know. But just to speak to Heather, I've moved through a process of judging my work and myself in the process of the work and my process. And I'm finally at a place where I'm asking, what is that sanctuary I need in order to show up? And finding that even if it's a 15-minute sanctuary, or what that sanctuary means. And even before this gathering, which I really appreciate, and thank you so much for doing this. And it's really lovely to see everyone and Anji. And uh, even before this, I sat down and had a 20-minute moment, or whatever that means to you, of just saying, this is what is the sanctuary that I need to be in and tap into in order to create. So anyway, I just wanted to.
Thank you, Delissa. You're
Sure.
exactly right. Did you have a question, sister? No? Oh, uh-oh.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm still in process.
Right on.
Thank you.
So SLP, we have a question from the chat that came
Okay.
in earlier. So we have Simone wonders about any words of inspiration for dreaming up character names.
Mm. I mean, I'm guessing that they don't mean like doing waking dreams so that you actually are dreaming up things. Like coming up with character names. I'm
I
guessing.
believe so. Yes.
Uh, be adventurous with the alphabet, and don't think they have to be great. Call them something, and you can change them along the way. You can call them historical characters. That works. Okay, it doesn't, just really just like Delissa was saying, you don't have to judge yourself too tough. Just come up with a name. You can call her Sally Mae. If she don't like Sally Mae, call her May, call her Sally, call her something. Don't let some people think I have to think of the perfect character name. You really, you don't. Just get something down on the page. And if you find that all your names are beginning with the letter X, then again, look at your alphabet and, try Z also.
Excellent.
Have fun. Have
Thank
fun.
you. Okay, Lori, I'm going to ask you to unmute.
Hey, Lori.
Hey, SLP. Hey,
Hi.
everybody. Peace and harmony to everybody.
Likewise.
Just hoping for that. Question and some news to share. As of December, I got my MFA in playwriting from Spalding. Walked across. Thank you to this whole group. I told y'all that I was having trouble, and I just been here and just listened to you guys, and you're all empowered of it. And my thesis play has already been shortlisted for a competition, so I'm really excited. Thank you all.
Congratulations.
All right, so here's,
Lori.
thank you. I'm so excited. So here's my big question about process with this. Now I'm grappling with two things around. One is how I start to, I've been so flooded in the work. Now I need to balance the business of this with the work of this. And along with that, a friend of mine who's been a long time, for 8 years, we've had our own playwriting group. And she has just recently hired someone to help her do submissions. And what are you thinking about that versus submitting your own work and keeping sort of yourself in that? So those are my questions, and I'll go back on mute to listen.
Oh, wow. Hiring someone to help you. I mean, if you have the money, if you can afford to hire someone to help you and they're good, um, getting folks to help you is really wonderful. I mean, it's like we if you write dramatic works, screenplays, plays, whatever, you realize you don't have to do everything. There's going to be someone to make the sets. There's going to be someone to do the acting, maybe things like that. So delegating and sharing the responsibility is a wonderful way to move your work forward. So if you can afford to have someone help you with submissions, someone who maybe they just do that, or maybe they're really really great at it, definitely. That's kind of what agents also do. They take it money on the kind of on the back end. Um, so sure, you don't have to do everything yourself. You're doing the writing, and congratulations, by the way, for your writing. Yeah. Was there another question? I feel no, you're good.
Yeah, we have one more. Rona.
Okay, come on, Rona.
Oh,
Uh-oh, unmute. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Hi, SLP.
Hi, darling.
Hello. My question is, when you get hit by inspiration from different directions, music, poetry, novel, long piece, right? And you're working on a project, what is your advice for not letting go or trying to follow through with what you're working on, but also trying to answer those hits of inspiration, so you don't lose them? How do you prioritize, or what is your advice in like prioritizing what's coming at you?
That's a great question, because you work in a lot of different. You do music, you're a novelist also, you do theater stuff. And yeah, sometimes it is hard. Like, which way are you going? The first thing I would say is know without a doubt that you or anybody who works in different fields, you have the right to work in those fields. A lot of times we get pushback. People say, you're only supposed to write, poetry, or, like that. So just know that if it's coming to you and you're writing it and you're putting the time in, that you have the right to work in whatever field feels good and fun for you. It's like Leonardo da Vinci. He wrote this letter to some people he wanted to get hired, and he said at the end of the letter, and by the way, because he listed all the things he was in science, he was into clothing, he was into all kinds of things, and he said at the end, by the way, I also paint. So the idea that and he was also making music, so those kinds of things. These days we're so. It seems like some people get to be multi-hyphenates and some people are told to stay in their lane, and whatever lane you're in is yours. So now how do you manage the workflow? I'm a big fan, as you probably guessed, of dividing up the day if I have to, and using the timer.
Rona, I think you have the stream going in the background. Are you able to mute that? Because I think it's creating an echo.
It is.
So I keep muting. Are you guys hearing an echo, or is that just me?
I am hearing an echo as well. I just was, but so in different workspaces, like when I'm facing this way, Rona, it's one kind of work. Sometimes I'm standing, it's another kind of work. When I'm facing the music stand, that's when I'm doing music work. So I kind of move the chair around the room or the space a little bit to give myself different, ways of looking. And if things are important, I try to put in a little time on lots of things every day. Or, like if you want to write, if you say to yourself, you want to, because you're a wonderful musician and a wonderful songwriter, I want to write songs. I say, go for it. But you don't have all day, maybe, because you're also writing a novel. Well, spend like 20 minutes a day in songwriting. Like that compounded interest we talked about. 20 minutes a day is going to add up. And you'll see that you're going to be writing, a song a week, maybe more, probably more, you know? So does that help sort of bite-sized chunks of things? That's what I do. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, thank you. That would be a different way of working. I'm gonna try it out.
How are you working now? How are you working now?
I try to focus, because I'm an Aries, the Aries has a reputation of starting and not finishing. So I fight that. So I'm working on my novel and I'm trying to stay really, really focused on it. But, I hear music and I'm like, okay, I can't right now. But I don't know if that's not like, I wonder if I should answer it and then come back. You know what I mean? But yeah, if I give myself a little bit of time in these different things, I'm going to try it.
And I don't mean, and I know there's an echo. I'm just gonna keep talking. Uh, I don't mean spending like put your novel aside and then you're gonna work on music, right? I'm just talking about a little sliver of the day, just a little sliver. I'm really 20 minutes with your guitar at the music stand, you know? Okay. Okay. Love and adore you.
Any other questions, friends in the chat? I don't see any hands raised.
Hope everybody's having a so far so good year so far. You know, important to focus on your work. Get done what you can get done.
Oh, Rona's hand is up again. Go for it, Rona. Or did I not lower it? Okay, there, my bad.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, something weird is happening with my computer. Anyway, okay, I see you all. My question is like an artist question. When do you know you're done SLP? Like how you like revise, and then at what point are you like, okay.
Gee. Uh, it's a gut thing, and I've talked about this before. It's a gut thing. It's different for me. It's different on every project. Some people say I only work for 6 months and then I turn it into my editor or I turn it into the dramaturg, right? You know, and for me, I really, well, I'll tell you, and I rarely talk about my own work. So, but I'll tell you something that happened in December. I turned in a draft of a novel in December. It took me 21 years to turn it into the editor. It took me 21 drafts. I wrote a draft a year. And the editor, I mean, the agent was saying, just give it to us. You've been with it too long. What are you doing? And I said, I'm listening for the click when it's right, when I've gotten it to the level where then I can turn it over to editors and agents and what have you, and they can help me take it to the next level. But we can't get to the next level unless I've gotten it to the level that it needs to get to. Level of excavation, kind of. 21 years. So sometimes novels take 21 years. Sometimes, like Top Dog Underdog, 3 days. So you gotta be, in it with your work. You have to run it, and everybody have to trust. Just know that if you put the time in, it'll come through. Your work will not fail you. If you put the time in, your work will not fail you. That's a sure thing. It maybe it won't turn into the thing that you but it will come through. If you put the time in, it's going to come through for you. Def. That is my experience. But it is different with every work. Some are fast, some are slow, some are long, some are short. Some are songs, some are not, okay? So you just pay attention and know that, like, if you've done everything you can with the novel or the song or the play or whatever, you've done what you can. You're ready to hand it, to share it with your team or or your editor or your theater or your band. You have a great band, Rona, you know. You're ready to give them that song and say, okay, team, what do y'all think of this one? You know, but value your own creative process enough to give yourself a chance so you can hear the voice that you're singing, right? And yeah, 21 years is a long time. Anyway, so yeah, you just listen. You listen, and you all are such good listeners. You listen into your gut, and it will say, you know, okay, you've done all you can. Let's call in the other folks. You know, yeah. So
So we got 5 minutes left, no hands raised. You tell me, SLP.
I'm a fan of sitting in silence.
Beautiful. I'll hit mute.
You know.
Hi, Susan. Happy New Year, everyone.
Pronounce your name for me, darling.
Unji?
Unji. Hey,
Yes.
Unji. Happy
So
New
good to
Year.
see you, everyone, again. I missed some sessions before, but I'm glad to be back. I just want to have like quick question. While I was writing recently, I was just noticing that I'm just writing the part about cultural differences right now with my regarding to my identity and like how Korean as a Korean living in New York City or a different country, how am I going to get through it and all that. But there is a specific section that I was writing about some identity section, and I was wondering, and I noticed, what if this section will bring some controversy conversation up, or what if audience can feel like offended, or what if because of culturally differences that we have, or what if audiences doesn't like that part, what if what if they feel like, oh, that's not appropriate, or something like that, some kind of like controversial judgments comes up. What if like those questions were kind of blocked me to just write freely, and I was wondering if there would be any wisdom that you could share for that.
What a beautiful question. Yeah, what if people are offended? I mean, and it's coming from your heart. You're not setting out to offend people and make people feel bad. So it's not coming from that place. It's coming from an honest place where you want to talk about your experiences and you're working some stuff out. You know I'm
Mhm.
going to say, Angie, right, my darling, right on, girl. You know what I'm saying? Right on. I mean, this is where you, again, you stand up and you say, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. I'm here to sing my song. And other people in the audience will go, oh, wow, Angie's singing her song. Yeah, that gives me confidence. That helps me feel good. Some people go, I don't like it. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. But I, that's what happens.
Mm,
I think it's, please write it. You can write it and then decide maybe not to show it to people. You know what I
mm,
mean? But
yeah.
please write it.
Mm,
Otherwise, it'll get stuck somewhere inside you, and you don't want that. Okay?
yeah.
Please
Yeah.
write it. Okay? Congratulations on really on facing some stuff. Good for you, Angie.
Thank you so much. It's because of the 10 minutes routine every morning that you gave.
See, see, there you go. Compounded interest. Okay, Delissa, what's happening?
Yuji, this is a great question. I asked that myself as well, and I found this book that I just put into the chat. David Mura's A Stranger's Journey, Race, Identity, and Narrative in Craft Writing. And it really put things in perspective in a different way, but also gave me more permission. So
There you go.
that was it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Delissa. I'm going to plug the TuneUp. I put the tuneup.org in the chat. We have our show at Lincoln Center on the 5th of February. We live stream, or if you're in the city, you want to stop by, it's free. And it's a medicine show with my band. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking, nobody has any questions. Also, I just want to give a shout out to my mom. A year ago, my mom died today. And when I was thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to watch me work on her death day, or the day it's called Mom, I Love You Forever Day. That's what I call it. I thought, yeah. And all the people who support us all along the way. And we give thanks to those people. We give thanks to HowlRound. We give thanks to the Public Theater who has supported us in Watch Me Work for all these years. And we give thanks to all the people who love us. And sometimes they're spicy, and sometimes they're salty, and sometimes they're full of honey. But definitely, my mom was a great person. And yeah. And I'm sure, and moms and dads and people who love you should be really, we're giving a lot of gratitude today to the people who love us and cheer us on. Isn't it wonderful to have people going, go, you can do it, go. So I give that to you every time we meet. That is why we get together, to share the love and to cheer each other on. So, are we back next week? I didn't look at the schedule. Oh, I'm so bad. Maybe we're back next week. Maybe the week after. I can't tell. But Emily, do you know when we're back?
Let me check. Give me 1 second. I have the HowlRound chat. The schedule. Thank you for everyone's patience. I feel like I'm like giving everyone flashbacks to the pandemic here with my
No.
stumbling through here. So I see Monday, January 26th on our schedule as the next date.
Okay, check the HowlRound website, check the Public Theater website so that we all know for sure. Because I'm sorry I don't have the dates in front of me. I'm not that organized today, but we love you all so much, and get some work done. Enjoy yourselves in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be typing, singing. Mwah. Love you. Have a great rest of your day.